when you get in trouble, which is going to happen, 5 things in order. Never get in a rush, stay slow, go to the ball without a club in hand so that your mind is open to all options within your bag. 3rd, look in all possible directions. 4th is always check for the trouble through or long or your intended line. And then 5th is don't just punch out or chip out. Hit it to a specific target, and you're probably going to be using your short game routine. If you do that, you're going to get out of trouble faster and you're going to keep your score lower. So one of the pressure situations inevitably you're going to run into at some point is when you've hit the ball in trouble. I know I've hit it over here kind of into the marsh, but I'm not exactly sure. And the first thing I'm going to do is just walk slow. I never want to get in a rush or get in a hurry on the golf course. So I'd walk over here. I actually wouldn't have this club in my hand. I cheat a little bit because I know what club I'm going to hit, but you want to go to the ball without a club in your hand. So if I were actually doing this, right, I would be walking in, pretending you don't see this club behind me, and I'd be assessing the lie to figure out what do I need to hit. Sometimes you go in there with a wedge and it's not a wedge, or you go with a 5-iron. And your mind, what happens to your mind when you go in with one specific club is it only starts thinking of shots you can hit with that club. And sometimes you need to hit driver out of the trees so that it doesn't get any height on it and hit the limbs, right? So first is slow down. 2nd is go to the ball without a club in hand. 3rd is look in all possible directions. Now, I'm playing the hole this way, and the ball we tend to look up and forward in golf, but I might need to hit it this way. Probably not, but I might need to hit it straight at you because that's where I have the biggest opening coming out. So I would look in all possible directions. At that point, I'm gonna pick a shot. One of the things that you're not gonna really be able to see, but I always have to check for the trouble through or long. So I'm not in a good spot here, and I'm thinking, man, if I can just get the ball to come out a little bit and end up short of the green. One of the things you better account for is what is over the green. If there's a deep bunker or a creek, and you're thinking, if I can just get this short of the green and it comes out hot and goes over the green, you need to have accounted for that. So that would be the 4th one. And then 5th would be, if you decide to chip out or pitch out, you want to do that to a specific location, not just come over here, get fast, I'm ticked off, and just whack it back into the fairway, right? That's what a lot of us do, and then it goes through the fairway into the other rough. So I was slow coming in here. I came in here without a club, but I figured out now I want to hit my 8-iron. I think that's going to work with this lie. I've looked in all possible directions, and I'm going to go a little bit this way. 4th thing that I'm going to do is I've already checked for the trouble through or beyond the line that I'm going, and now I'm going to chip out to a specific target in the fairway. So I have like where an old divot was, and so once I get in here, I know what I'm going to do. I already know that I'm going to shorten down on this club a little bit, so I'd get back here. I'd try to do my routine just like I'm on the course. I figured out the shot that I'm going to do. I'd walk in, get myself set. I'm looking at that specific target, mimic my takeaway, look at where I want to hit this, and then hit the shot. Came out a little bit low for what I was thinking, but it ended up, to be honest, about 6 feet from the target that I was trying to hit and still in the fairway. Now I can advance it, right, and still make a good score on the hole.